What up, YouTube? Thanks for tuning into the channel. I never did a video like this, but I just figured I would do it because I always want to know what channels to watch, and here I just decided to break down a few of the ones that I watch. A lot of the ones I watch, some of them subscribe to, some of them not. I'm gonna work on subscribing to the ones I mentioned, just so if you guys just wanted to look at my subscriber page to find them. But so I'll break them down into categories. So we'll start with health and fitness. And before I go on this, because this is the new direction I'm trying to take the channel, trying to kind of simplify it into like a one genre. Because right now I think I'm a little bit all over the place. So um, these are like really the three areas of life that I'm trying to cover in this whole lifestyle design thing that I'm creating. So I'm going to try to just, when I drop my videos, kind of touch upon each one of these sections each week while I'm dropping them, because I just want more of a focus. And from all the things that I've learned, anybody that's trying to make a YouTube page as well, that is a big thing, is you need a focus so when people come, they know what they're getting. But let's start. Health and fitness. First person I have down there is Brandon Carter. I watch a lot of Brandon Carter. I like a lot of, he does a lot of calisthenics. He has a lot of motivation. Like a lot of his stuff. I have his Rebellion pre-workout. Also got his Revolt BCAAs and Fighter Fuel Coffee. All of it's banging. All of it's tons of caffeine though. So if you're caffeine resistant, I'm not going to recommend it for you. But if you like caffeine, you like that energy, it's a lot of that. So Brandon Carter, he's the reason why I can do a handstand push-up, kind of. But I like watching him. He posts very frequently. He has a lot of good insight. He's been in the business before YouTube. He was training people, so he has a lot of experience, and it's pretty cool. And I definitely like to watch his stuff. Next, I'll say is Mike Rashid. I really like Mike Rashid. I like his mental jewels as well. He has a lot of workout philosophies. I know I like his overtraining philosophy of really just pushing yourself to the limit and different things like that. So I definitely like him. He brings people of all kind of spectrums. Currently, he's doing this Mike Mondays thing, so it's cool to watch in his life. He just opened up a gym, successful business, just as Brandon Carter. Like, these guys are successful business-wise, so they touch upon a lot of different things that, for me, I like. And also, I have his, it's not right here, but I have his superfood. It's I'm So Alpha superfood. I really like that. Very tasty, tons of nutrients, 100% like organic and vegetables and fruits and stuff. So that's some great stuff as well. I did. Well, let me just also mention Elliot Holst, even though I had him on the bottom. I don't really watch his channel as much. I do watch his catabasis things that I see sometimes pop up. But he's really the guy that got me started. Like when I first started working out, like 2 years ago, after basically 4 years of inactivity. Once my wrestling season ended, I really never consistently worked out or did anything. So he's the reason I really got started. So I felt like I had to add him and Mike Chang. Those were the channels I originally moved to, and then I kind of moved to Brandon Carter, Mike Rashid. Those people, I resonate with them more on the personal level. Mike Chang kind of fell off. Elliot Holst took his spot, and then right now I really focus on Brandon Carter and Mike Rashid are really my biggest motivations in that sense. The two new channels, because of the vegan challenge that I did, and I started Vegan Hustle and So True Q. So True Q I actually just found today, so very new, but I really like his stuff. I really like them because they lift a lot of weights. They're not like that. I mean, I'll watch his stuff again. That Vegan Gains guy's a little too negative for me. Like, yeah, I don't want to watch a channel just predicated on like tearing apart people with different life choices, even if ethically they might even be completely wrong. It's like that's just not my style. But Vegan Hustle, he's a dude from UK. Cool guy. You can see a lot of what he shows, a lot of what he's eating. He's working out. He definitely is making gains. He's definitely in very good shape. So it makes it seem very doable for somebody that lifts. Because I know my biggest thing is getting into protein if I'm switching to this kind of diet. And he makes it seem very doable. Same as with So True Q. I think he's like a southern boy from he's older than me, so it's kind of crazy saying boy, but he's like a southern dude from America. So for me, I'm from New Jersey in America, so that's up north. He seems like he's from the South. I don't really know where, but once again, he's working out, making gains. He's eating vegan. He's kind of, and it really kind of they show you how you can do it yourself. So it's really cool because I think they're really helping me with that health aspect and keeping the health. I mean, I really like Brandon Carter and Mike Rashid's workouts, and not that they eat unhealthy, but I think that I'm trying to move away from meat a little bit. Let's go to money and finance. So let me just recap. Health and fitness was Brandon Carter, Mike Rashid, Vegan Hustle, So True Q, and Elliot Holst. Money and finance. I'm gonna start with Grant Cardone. Bought his sales course on sale. And it has actually ended, so you got to pay 18 grand now for it. So I got it for $1,000. But the watching him make me want to get rich. Really like his stuff. All about getting rich. All about real motivation and keeping yourself inspired. I have his 10x book. I got his socks. I got his 10x planner. I read pretty much mostly all his books, I think. Taking his courses, so I'm really drinking the juice with him, and he's really helped me. I mean, I made some moves in my life and started making decisions that I feel like are really helping my finances out. Gary Vaynerchuk. I really like his Ask Gary V stuff and his daily V blog thing. It's real cool to watch that. Successful marketer, also from New Jersey, so that's another one that's cool. Also a Jets fan, so that's pretty cool as well. So we're vibing on many different cylinders there. But Gary Vaynerchuk, I just think he's all about that hustle. He has a lot of good perspective. He has a very no-nonsense kind of way about him that I really like. And also, he's very good for wide range. I mean, I think Grant Cardone is as well, but he has some videos that I even just show my mom, like, yo, like, you could do it. Because he's always talking about how, like, social media is in everybody's game right now. And when it comes to marketing, he's making a lot of money. Marketing and social media, he is pretty much my go-to. And when it just comes to straight money, I go to Grant Cardone. And then the next one, I will put the guy who started it all for me was Glendon Cameron. He was the first person I found in like the money niche that I really resonated with, that I really watched. He's actually the one that put me on to both Grant Cardone and Gary Vaynerchuk. He's got some good stuff. I mean, I'm a founder in the Hustlers Kung Fu. And, I mean, maybe I could give a shout out to Tai Lopez. Everybody knows Tai Lopez because that was the first course I ever bought, 67 Steps. And that inspired me to buy the Glendon Cameron course. But I digress. So I like Glendon Cameron. He's a dude's Southern guy as well. And he's he has a lot of good money stuff. And then also he's very approachable in the sense that it's not like he's like a multi-millionaire, at least from my opinion. So he's really like kind of the balling on a budget, teach you how to really get started, build a foundation kind of guy. And he's really relatable. Like when you do look at the Grant Cardones and Gary Vaynerchuks of the world, I mean, they're at a whole different stratosphere. And sometimes it's just hard to really see that connection, like to see that straight line. How do you get from point A to point Z? Like you need to see at least like Glendon Cameron's at point G, maybe. Like he's not out of this world. Like you can see how that's possible. And then so it's sometimes good to have all those different perspectives. I like his courses. I've taken a lot of his courses. Currently, he's giving me updates because I haven't checked them in that long. I need to get my schedule up, but great guy. So I'll summarize that one again. Money and finance. I'm listening to Grant Cardone, Gary Vaynerchuk, and Glendon Cameron. And now I'll go to self-development in general. So I'll start this one off. So self-development in general. I'm going to start off with Knowledge for Men. Really like that channel. Great fucking interviews. He has so many great fucking interviews, and it ranges from everything from money to career to health to fitness to dating, social, and it's like a lot. Andrew Verity, something like that. I mean, therapy. I don't know. I never really see it written. I just hear him say it all the time. But I know he's got his own books. Never really read them, but I mean, from all the stuff he's digesting, I can imagine that it's gonna be some good stuff. So, I mean, I really like him. I love his channel. I watch his stuff all the time. I love when he's got these new interviews. He's had some of the best dudes on there, especially if you know anything about like the game and Neil Strauss and the David Weigans of the world. He's Mark Manson's. He has all those guys on there. Then he's got all the fitness guys. He's had Grant Cardone on there, Gary Vaynerchuk when it comes to business. So he has all those guys on there, and he has some good interviews. He has great questions. The knowledge rounds fucking amazing, and it's a really great channel. Um, Inside Quest would be the next one. That is as his name slipping my head, but it's like the dojo for your mind. He's trying to get you out the matrix. But Inside Quest, another one, great interviews. He has awesome people. I know Russell Simmons was on there. Um, he had who Russell Simmons. He's had a few like ex football players. He has a lot of like Carol Dweck, who wrote like the book on the growth mindset. He had Peter Diamandis, one of those futuristic kind of guys. He has some great guys, some leaders in thought, and his is primarily really. He's had Neil Strauss on there too. His is more primarily definitely not going to be on that social realm, and not on. It's not on as much the colloquial realm as Knowledge for Men, where Knowledge for Men is just really your kind of like more personal. His is very much business psychology based, and how to rework your brain to become somebody that's not in the matrix. What he defines by that is like most people go to work just to work, all about the money. They're not really like connected, and he's really all about getting you connected, getting you engaged, getting you empowered to empower your life and fix your life. Inside Quest. E.T. the Hip Hop Preacher will be the next one. One of the first guys on self development that I really found for me, being a young dude, a young black male, very into hip hop music and stuff. He just hits you from a perspective that's very approachable. He has a great delivery, the way he speaks, high energy, high tone, always up there. I love him. He has the TGIMs, the Secrets to Success podcast. Those are also great. He had a book that was great, hearing about his life and what really went through to get to the level he's at. He started from nothing. He was eating out of trash cans and living in abandoned buildings, to now he's making a lot of money, and he's got a PhD. Took him 12 years to get a 4-year degree, and now he has a PhD. So that shows you how it took him 12 years to get his undergrad, but now he's a doctor, Dr. Eric Thomas. So E.T. the Hip Hop Preacher, and if you've never seen it, one of the biggest videos he's ever had, like the one that really I think put him on the map, like huge, was the When You Want It As Bad As You Want to Breathe. And if you do watch it with the guy that's the football runner, he actually just recently, like a few weeks, got asked to play on the Seahawks training camp. And this video was shot like 7 years ago. So if you think about it, you want it as bad as you gotta breathe. The guy that was on there wanted it as bad as you gotta breathe. Hustled for 7 years. Unheard of. You don't go to the NFL after you have not played for years, you know? And this guy made it. So E.T. the Hip Hop Preacher is great. And then now I'll jump onto the RSD crew. Real Social Dynamics, Tyler / Owen. We got Julian, Madison, Luke, Todd, Ozzy, Jeffy. All these dudes are fucking great. It all depends on who you resonate with, what's your whole thing. If you're trying to go for the mindfulness, you might want to go to Owen. If you like want to hear some things from somebody who's got race kind of things, I would go with Madison. If you want more of like the logical kind of game, I would probably go to Todd. If you want to do some crazy shit, pushing it to the limits, maybe you want to go towards Julian. I mean, they're all different. Ozzy, if you're all about going out solo, maybe them. If you want to just like more just the self-development whole thing, maybe you go to Brad. If you want to do think about how to build your house the right way, you know, maybe Luke. And Social Circle Game, I would go with Luke. It's like all about what you're doing, but they give a lot of dating advice, but also a lot of self-development advice, because I think this self-development and social circle and things like that, dating, is all really a reflection of self-development and who you are and what you're projecting to the world. So they really give a lot of advice there. I actually went to one of the free tours. I actually did buy the hot seat at home as well. I'm not using that as much as I really should, but I'm going to refocus. It's Sunday right now, and make some changes to the way I'm running my schedule. But I really like their whole crew, and it really helps. And in that sense, they're really the only YouTube channel that I listen to. Mark Manson, I like a lot. He's probably my number one, just for his whole general outline. I like his approach. But RSD, as YouTube goes, they're really the only one that's in that kind of space, that kind of social success with women type of space that I listen to, because a lot of the others, I'm not gonna say it's garbage, but like I guess I'm just at a point in my life where I don't need that. Like I can fucking figure it out on my own. They're the only ones that really hit me with stuff that's like maybe stuff you already know, but you hear it from a perspective of somebody that's actually fucking doing what you know and you're not doing. And they say it, and they the mindset shifts, and then the action shifts, and then it's very tangible. So like I'll give them the credit, and they don't come from this like tricking, manipulative frame, and I fucking hate that shit. So I like them. I really like them. So I'll recap everything. These are the top YouTubers I like to listen to, and it will be health and fitness, Brandon Carter, Mike Rashid, Vegan Hustle, So True Q, and Elliot Hulse. For the money and finance, I'm going with Grant Cardone, Gary Vaynerchuk, and Glendon Cameron. And for general self-development, I'm going with Knowledge for Men, Inside Quest, E.T. the Hip Hop Preacher, Eric Thomas, and the whole RSD crew. So RSD Free Tour will be something great to type in the beginning, because that's their main thing. And then the whole RSD crew, Owen, Julian, Madison, Luke, Ozzy, Jeff, Brad, Todd, all of them. If I left any, Max, I left him out too. But they're all great, all got some great insights, and all are really out there fucking banging. Simple Pickup's cool too, but they're just a little bit too funny for me. But it's whatever. So those are the top YouTubers in my opinion. Just wanted to throw it up. I know it's always something that I'm thinking about, which ones are the top ones. So hope you like it. This is fucking long as hell, but whatever. You gotta put some up like this. And so if you like the content, please click subscribe. Please click the like button. Leave some comments below. And until next time, peace out. I'm about to listen to that Views from the Six, boy.